A group of archaeologists from the UK and Belgium found a buried city in Italy without having to conduct a single excavation. Yeah, you heard that right. Falerii Novi is an ancient city that dates all the way back to 241 BC, and it was populated up until around 700 AD. The city had markets, baths, shops. But how did experts find all of this out without digging anything up? Well, here is how they did it. Researchers from the University of Cambridge and Ghent University in Belgium have discovered the remains of Falerii Novi, an ancient Roman city just 50 kilometers away from Rome that has been buried for roughly 13 centuries. The research is published in the journal Antiquity. The team of archaeologists discovered Falerii Novi by attaching a ground-penetrating radar, or GPR, to an all-terrain vehicle and then using it to map the buried city. A GPR sends radio pulses into the ground and then analyzes the waves that bounce off objects underground. The resulting 3D images put together by the team show that Falerii Novi had a theater, a market, a bath complex, and temples, as well as shops, monuments, and atrium houses. According to AFP, the team was particularly interested in the city's seemingly complex system of water pipes that look comparable to those of modern cities. Although archaeologists did not excavate the site, gathering all the data was not an easy feat. Lead author of the study, Martin Millet, told Reuters, quote, "This took one person about 3 to 4 months in the field." But radars aren't the only alternative to excavation archaeologists are using. This team of experts over here used lasers to visualize the secrets of an ancient Mayan road. Laser detection technology may crack the mystery behind this ancient Mayan road in the jungle. Archaeologists have used laser scanning to chart an ancient 100-kilometer-long Mayan highway built 13 centuries ago. They say Coba, a powerful city-state, may have built the road to invade its neighbor, Yaxuna. The study was published in the Journal of Archaeological Science. The University of Miami said in a news release that the study used light detection and ranging technology lasers to penetrate thick jungle vegetation and reveal the ruins beneath. The LiDAR survey mapped out the road and uncovered 8,000 structures on its path. The structures are of varying sizes, and their combined volume could fill 2,900 Olympic swimming pools. University professor Tracy Ardren is cited as saying the road did not run straight as supposed. Instead, Coba's warrior Queen Kawila Hao may have built the winding road to control settlements across the Yucatan Peninsula and to attack Yaxuna. Arden, who is a co-author, says the Mayan roads were an engineering marvel. Giant limestone boulders were utilized to fill uneven ground. Then, white plaster was applied to make the road surface. This substance is similar to Roman concrete and gave the road its name, Sacbe, which comes from the Mayan word white way. Speaking of cool discoveries, could the mummies of these warrior women tell us who the real inspiration behind Mulan's legend was? The ancient remains of 2 Mongolian women found in elite graves show that the ladies were no princesses. On the contrary, they appear to have been warriors. The remains show that these women rode on horseback and practiced archery. In fact, researchers participating in the study believe these warriors lived around the same time the Ballad of Mulan, yes, the Mulan, was written. This is what we know. Archaeologists from California State University, Los Angeles told Live Science that they found the remains of 2 women warriors while excavating a cemetery at the Aragangazgor archaeological site in Orkhon, Mongolia. Specialists examined remains found in 29 burial sites. These include human remains from 16 men, 10 women, and 3 unidentified individuals. Researchers were looking for evidence of the effects of horseback riding, archery, and trauma on the body. Christine Lee from California State University, Los Angeles, lead researcher on the yet-to-be-published study, said the remains of the 2 warriors showed signs that both practiced horseback riding and archery, just like the remains of the men and male adolescents. The 2 women are believed to have been 20 and 50 years old and lived during the Xianbei period, which lasted from 147 to 552 AD. This period was marked by political turmoil. Lee and fellow researcher Jaira Gonzalez said it is likely they practiced archery and horseback riding because they may have been needed to fight alongside the men. However, it seems that the 2 ladies might not have really gone to war. These remains were found in elite graves, and members of the elite may have not fought in battles, Lee said. That doesn't take away from the fact that, in Lee's own words, they were probably pretty badass. And could these actually be the anchors used by Spanish conquistador Hernán Cortés?
This week, under the sea, archaeologists believe that they may have just discovered ship anchors from Hernán Cortés, the conqueror of the Aztec Empire. Mexico's National Institute of Anthropology and History have announced that two 500-year-old iron ship anchors have been discovered in Mexico's Gulf Coast. These anchors could belong to the ships of Spanish conquistador Hernán Cortés, thus potentially offering an insight into the Spanish invasion. Divers discovered the anchors 10 to 15 meters below the sea, under a thick layer of sediment. In 2018, just 1,000 feet away from the site, another anchor was found and dated back to the 15th century via its wood. The date is significant as it would fit with that of Hernán Cortés, as records show he landed in Veracruz, Mexico in April of 1519. All three anchors were found on the coast just north of the port city of Veracruz. Head of the Underwater Archaeology Office, Dr. Roberto Junco, details the most voluminous of the three anchors as 3.68 meters long and 1.55 meters wide between its tips. Both anchors are well preserved as a result of being protected beneath the sediment of the ocean. For this reason, after documentation and measurement, they will be returned to adhere to the archaeological protocols of conservation. Marine archaeologist Frederick Hanselman explains why this is so important. The conquest of Mexico was a seminal event in human history, and these shipwrecks, if we can find them, will be symbols of the cultural collision that led to what is now the West.
For more news animations and explainers, hit the subscribe and bell button to join the Tomo News family. Thanks for watching.